Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crabs Baseball on the Road. We are at Recreation Park in Healdsburg, California, as your Crabs take on the Healdsburg Prune Packers for the final game of this three-game Pacific Empire League Series. I'm Liam Warner. I'll be taking you through all of the action tonight. Well, the Crabs are looking to salvage a game from this series as they lost 8-0 last night to a Prune Packer team that was in control the entire game, and they didn't even hit a single home run. But they held the Crabs to only 4 hits, and the Crabs were never in it at any point last night. So the Crabs trying to get a win in this series and take some positive momentum heading up to Medford tomorrow. The starting lineup for your Crabs leading off will be the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. Batting second will be the right fielder, Tyler Howard. Batting third will be the third baseman, Jamie Mullen. Batting fourth will be the DH, Adam Enyart. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Ryan Vandenbrink. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Jason Arriola. Batting seventh will be the center fielder, Daniel Osborne. Batting eighth will be the shortstop, Joe Fagan. And batting ninth will be the left fielder, Alex Harrington. And we are about to get started here in Healdsburg. Chapman stepping into the box. And we're ready to go. The first pitch of the game is high and inside, 1-0. Give you the defensive alignment for the Prune Packers in just a second. 1-0 pitch is a ball, 2-0. Starting pitcher for the Prune Packers is Cooper Rummel. 2-0 is a fly ball, high fly ball out to left field. Shortstop going out, left fielder McCoy coming in, makes the catch, one away. So that's Jake McCoy in left, and center is Rex Watson for the Prune Packers, and right is Dane Morrow. At third, Kate Campbell. Matthew Mansberry's at short. Brendan Lewis is at second. Tommy Brown at first. Trey Martinez is behind the dish. Of course, like I mentioned, Cooper Rummel is the starting pitcher for the Prune Packers tonight. Tyler Howard stepping in, takes low and inside, 1-0. Pitch to Howard, low, 2-0. The Crabs come into tonight second place in the Pacific Empire League standings. And if things remain the same at the end of the regular season, this will not be the last game that the Crabs play here at Recreation Park. 2-0 in there for a called strike, 2-1. But a lot to be decided between now and the end of the regular season. And that hits Howard. He's in a little bit of pain. I think that got him on his arm or elbow. So he's taking a walk. And Jeff Jackman, he's going to go out and check on him. But he's in some considerable pain as he's heading down to first. And now Crabs trainer Chad Farrow is going to go out and look at Tyler Howard. And Jamie Mullen about to step in. But Chad Farrow is going to take a look at Tyler Howard first. I think he's looking at his right hand. Again, not a great spot to get hit. And Tyler Howard, again, in some serious pain. See if he can stay in the ball game. But he's grimacing and going through it. See if he can tough it out here, or he's going to have to come out. And he's going to stay in the game for now. He's going to take first, so Good sign for now for Tyler Howard. We'll see if he stays in the game going forward. So Howard's at first with one out, and that's going to bring in Jamie Mullen. Pitch to Mullen, misses inside, 1-0. One-0 is popped up. Left field, foul territory. Third baseman watching it sail out of play. It's 1-1. Crabs in their red tops. White numbers, white crabs on the front. White pants. Prune Packers are in a camo top, looks like, with red letters on the front. As the pitch is high and inside, 2-1. Their regular dark red caps. Two-one pitch, and that gets a piece of Jamie Mullen. So Jamie Mullen heading down to first, and Rummel hitting two Crabs batters here in the top of the first inning. And now Joey Gomes, Prune Packer manager and GM, is going to go out there to talk to Cooper Rummel. No intention there. Just gotten away from him a couple of times, but Howard looked to be in some serious pain when he got hit, and Mullen looks to be all right. So meeting's over, and Adam Enyart will be stepping into the box. Crabs need to make it hurt here. Need to take advantage of these situations if they want to steal a game from the Prune Packers here at home. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Tyler Howard, he's rounding third. He's going to come in to score, and the Crabs strike first. It's 1-0. Well, after getting shut out last night, the first time they had been shut out all season, the Crabs on the board quickly here. They need to add on. First and second, still only one out, and that'll bring in Ryan Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink in there for a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 in there for a called strike again, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 away. And that'll bring in Jason Arriola. Pitch to Arriola, right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1, high and outside, and it's 1-1. Well, pitch grounded foul off towards the Crabs dugout down the first base line, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Two swung on and missed strike three. Rummel blew the fastball past Areola. And that's going to do it here in the top of the first for the Crabs. It's Crabs 1. Prune Packers coming up in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg. Bottom of the first inning. Crabs 1. Prune Packers coming up here in the bottom of the first. Defensively for your Crabs, Cody Collins is your starter tonight. And behind him, Alex Harrington in left field. Daniel Osborne is in center. Tyler Howard is in right. Jimmy Mullen is at third. Joe Fagan at short. Manoa Chapman at second. Ryan Vandenbrink at first, and Jason Areola is behind the dish. Lineup for the hometown Prune Packers. Leading off for them will be their center fielder, Rex Watson. Batting second will be the right fielder, Dane Morrow. Batting third will be the DH, Hideki Prather. Batting fourth will be the left fielder, Jake McCoy. Batting fifth will be the third baseman, Cade Campbell. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Trey Martinez. Batting seventh will be the first baseman, Tommy Brown. Batting eighth will be the second baseman, Brendan Lewis. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, Matthew Mansberry. Another nice day here in wine country. A much warmer day. It's gotten progressively warmer as the week's gone on. Started off pretty cool on Tuesday. Just got into the 70s and low 80s yesterday, and then today it got into the upper 80s, maybe touch low 90s. All right, here we go. Rex Watson stepping in. He's been the leadoff hitter for the Prune Packers every game in this series. Go, the first pitch from Cody Collins. And it's low 1-0. 1-0 pitch, check swing. Did he go? He did not, says the third base umpire. And it's 2-0. Just misses. 3-0. Pretty good from back here. Again, I don't have access to the TrackMan strike zone here in Healdsburg, so. (3-0), low and outside ball 4. Walks hurt the Crabs last night. Prune Packers have good hitters up and down the lineup, and they take advantage of mistakes and free base runners. That's going to bring in Dane Morrow. Pitch to Morrow, and I think that got a piece of him, and he's down on the ground in some pain. He's sitting up now. I'm not sure exactly where it got him, but now he's on his feet and has a considerable limp as he heads down to first base. So a couple of Crabs hitters got beamed in the first inning, and then Dane Morrow gets hit here. I don't think there's any intention on either side. So Watson to second. And it'll be first and second, nobody out for Healdsburg. And Hideki Prather stepping in. Prather's a high pop-up to left field. Left fielder coming in, and we have a tricky play for Alex Harrington, but he makes the catch. One away. Looks like he might have almost overran it out there. It's a big out for the Crabs, one away. Runners at first and second still for the Prune Packers. That'll bring in Jake McCoy. McCoy fouled off on the third base line, 0-1. The thing I've noticed here in Healdsburg is that it's a very late arriving crowd. And there are definitely patches of empty seats right before first pitch, but then people tend to fill it in as the game goes on. 0-1, and inside 1-1. 1-1 fouled straight back to the screen, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is swung on and missed, strike three. Nice off-speed pitch from Cody Collins. 2 away. First and second for Healdsburg, and that's going to bring in Kate Campbell. Campbell fouled back to the screen, almost ricocheted right off towards the Crabs dugout, and some of the players standing behind the dugout there. 0-1. Adam Enyard had to duck out of the way of that. The 0-1 pitch. Misses inside, 1-1. One pitch, popped up, foul side, first base, and it will sail out of play. 1-2.
One more now. Let's go, Crabs. One more.
So you can probably hear, I got Crabs Queen Tamara right next to me. Been here all 3 games in the series. Unfortunately, she will not be going to Medford. But here for all 3 games of the Healdsburg series. 1-2, misses low, and it's 2-2. The pitch popped up, foul side of third base. Mullen over towards the Prune Packer dugout, makes the catch. And that's going to do it for Healdsburg here in the bottom of the first. They leave a couple on but fail to score. 1-0 Crabs as we head to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt's ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Sonoma County. Top of the second inning. The Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 1-0. Due up for the Crabs, it will be 7, 8, 9. Daniel Osborne, Joe Fagan, and Alex Harrington against Cooper Rummel. While we have a moment, let's thank all of our fine sponsors that help put the Crabs on the air. We have North Coast Co-op, Humboldt's local community-owned grocery co-op since 1973. North Coast Mercantile, your local beverage distributor. Bay River Casino Resort, the best bet on the North Coast. Crestmark Millworks, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces. Cypress Grove Cheese, world-class cheese from right here in Humboldt County. North Bay Automotive, your trusted automotive repair shop in Arcata since 2013. Granite Construction, building a better future today. And Compass Community Credit Union, guiding you to better banking. A huge thank you to all of the sponsors that make Crabs Baseball on the road possible. Rummel finishing up his warm-up pitches and about ready to go here in the second. Crabs need to add on. I mean, I know it's pretty obvious to say this, but don't think the Crabs are winning a 1-0 game against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Pitch to Osborne is tapped foul at the plate, 0-1. pitch, nice breaking ball dropped in there for a called strike 0-2. O2 swung on and missed strike 3. So Osborne down on 3 pitches. Now bring in Joe Fagan. Fagan in the dirt, skips past the catcher. Nobody on base. 1-0. Pitch. That slow breaking ball again in there for a called strike. 1-1. Ground ball to the right side, picked up by the second baseman Lewis on to first, 2 away. And that'll bring in Alex Harrington. As he does first at bat every game, shakes the hand of the home plate umpire and the catcher. To Harrington in there for a called strike. 0-1. Misses inside, and it's 1-1. Ground ball to the left side, deep in the hole, the shortstop, long throw over to first, and it is in time for the third out. Good play by Michael Mansberry, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the second. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning here in Healdsburg. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back here to historic Recreation Park here in Healdsburg. Bottom of the second inning. Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 1-0. And due up for the pack, it will be 6, 7, 8. Trey Martinez, Tommy Brown, and Brendan Lewis against Cody Collins out for his second inning of work. We have a moment. Let's see what's going on around the Pacific Empire League. I believe there's only one other game happening tonight. And it is the Lincoln Potters taking on the Medford Rogues up at Harry and David Field in Medford. And that's a big game that the Crabs want to keep an eye on because both teams are in the mix right behind the Crabs in the standings. That game just getting started up at Harry and David Field. 0-0 top of the first. Of course, Crabs, including myself, will be at Harry and David Field in Medford tomorrow. Trey Martinez stepping in and takes in the dirt 1-0. 1-0 pitch, high pop fly, center field. Going out is Manoa Chapman. Coming in is the center fielder Daniel Osborne, and he makes the catch. 1 away. I'll bring in Tommy Brown. This is inside 1-0. Takes in there for a called strike, 1-1. Takes low, 2-1. Two-one is popped up down the left field line and will sail out of play. 2-2. Two called strike 3. Great pitch from Cody Collins. Freezing Brown, sending him back to the dugout. 2 away. I'll bring in Brendan Lewis. Second strikeout for Cody Collins. And Collins steps off. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to start the at-bat. One in there for a called strike, 0-2.
One more now.
0-2 pitch, called strike 3. Cody Collins, third strikeout of the game, and that's going to do it for Healdsburg here in the bottom of the second inning. Crabs lead it 1-0. As we head to the top of the third, you're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg. Top of the third inning. Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 1-0. It will be the top of the Crabs order due up. Manoa Chapman, Tyler Howard, and Jamie Mullen. against Cooper Rummel, starter for the Prune Packers. On a pleasant Thursday night here in wine country. Recreation Park here in Healdsburg, not too far away from downtown Healdsburg, which is very nice. Tell it's an affluent community here. Nice shops and a lot of wineries. But Rec Park, I've talked about this before, but this is your first game watching of the series. Rec Park, all the way around home plate and down the third base line, all covered wood seating here. Pitch to Chapman in there for a called strike, 0-1. So most of the seating, you're out of the sun completely, but you are out of luck if you want to sit down the first base line. That is just metal bleachers that are exposed. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Dugouts here are actually dug out into the ground. So if you're standing in the dugout, you're only about neck up at ground level. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Lots of foul territory on both sides. Crab's bullpen is very far out in deep right field. 2-1, a line shot, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Chapman rounds first. He's going to stay there with a leadoff single. It's going to bring in Tyler Howard, who the PA announcer just called. Oh, that's because Kyron Humphreys is pinch hitting, and that's not a great sign because, of course, Tyler Howard was hit by the pitch last time up and looked to be in some serious pain, and hopefully there's no serious injury there. But Kyron Humphreys is pinch hitting for Tyler Howard here. And takes low, 1-0. Tyler Howard, if he misses a significant amount of time, I mean, that would be a huge loss for the Crabs. Howie has just been Mr. Clutch, as he was last year. Pitches right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. He got hit, it looked like in the hand, and that's a pretty concerning place to get hit. Throw to first. Chapman back in safely, just all the little bones in the hand. So we'll hope for the best for Tyler Howard. 1-1 in there for a called strike, 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed, strike three, one away. It's been the issue for Kyron Humphreys this season, is just way too many strikeouts. I'll bring in Jamie Mullen. Mullen had a solo home run at the start of the game in the top of the first on Tuesday. And he's had a good series offensively. Had a couple of hits last night, I believe. Mullen fouled off to the right, now to play, 0-1. In right field here at Recreation Park, it is what looks to be football stands. I think they use the outfield here as a football field for Healdsburg High School, the Greyhounds. And then out in left field is just residential houses. 0-1, high and outside, runner goes, a throw down to second on a hop, and they got him. 2 away. Good throw from Martinez down to second. Chapman is gunned down. Pitch was a ball. It's 1-1. Now nobody on and 2 outs. Instead of hitting a freeway ball here in Healdsburg, he hit one onto the roof of a house. 1-1, check swing. I think he went around. I checked down to first, and yes, he did. 1-2. One, 2 to Mullen, past the catcher. Nobody on base.
Yeah, that's the one we should have
2-2. And that makes that caught stealing hurt because Chapman was gunned down, and had he stolen second, he'd be standing at third base right now with 1 out. 2-2, a high drive to left field. Left fielder going back. It's going to be the center fielder ranging over to his right to make the catch. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the top of the third. Crabs lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Here in Healdsburg, you're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back here to Sonoma County. Bottom of the third inning. Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 1-0. Cody Collins out on the mound for his third inning of work. He will face 9-1-2. Matthew Mansberry, Rex Watson, and Dane Morrow. Well, we have a moment. Let's check and see what's going on around Major League Baseball. As soon as my MLB app decides to load here. All right, Giants and Rockies just getting started to the south of us at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Top of the first, 0-0. We're not going to talk about what happened yesterday to the Giants. And then the A's. West Sacramento A's losing to the Detroit Tigers by a score of 4-1. That game in Detroit. Mansberry stepping in. Push the at-bat, grounded foul down the third base line, 0-1. So 1 skipped in the dirt, 1-1. Looked like maybe Cody Collins slipped. Kind of had some awkward footing at the end of his delivery. It's 1-1. 1 pitch, ground ball to the left side, picked up by the shortstop Fagan. On to first, 1 away. That'll bring up the top of the order and Rex Watson.
Tired of that song.
First pitch to Watson, swung on and missed, 0-1. Collins took a bit off. Watson swung over the top. One skipped in the dirt and almost went over the fencing behind the backstop. 1-1. Nobody on base. I think Cody Collins is struggling with his footing out there because he keeps kicking at the dirt. So we'll see how that evolves. And it's going to be popped up into left field. And that's caught by Harrington. 2 away. Watson's at first with 2 away. I'll bring in Hideki Prather. I guess Rex Watson was hit by that pitch. Pitch misses up high to Prather, 1-0. If it did, it just scraped him. "1-0" is popped up. Foul behind home plate, now to play, 1-1. One pitch, a line shot into center field. That's a base hit. Watson's going to round second and stay there. We'll make it first and second with 2 outs. We'll bring in Jake McCoy. McCoy, a shot deep in the hole. Fagan boots it, and Watson falls down, rounding third, and they've got him out. What a great play by the Crabs. Kicked off of Fagan's glove, and then Rex Watson, as he was rounding third, slipped and fell down, and they were able to get him off the bag at third. So that's going to do it for the Prune Packers. Here in the bottom of the third, Crabs lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Recreation Park here in Healdsburg, top of the 4th inning. Crabs still holding on to a 1-0 lead. I believe Cooper Rummel still out on the mound for the Prune Packers. I double check that. With these camo jerseys, it's hard to see the numbers. And it, in fact, is a new pitcher. He's number 35. And that's Duncan Russell out of Cal. Duncan Russell takes over. Joey Gomes typically does not have his starters go very long, but of course that's because Prune Packers just have so much depth everywhere, including pitching. So Enyart will lead it off. And it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Enyart will be followed by Vandenbrink and Areola. One pitch swung on it, missed 0-2. Two lone outside, 1-2. One-two swung on it, missed strike 3. Enyart chases the pitch low and outside. One away, that'll bring in Ryan Vandenbrink.
Pitcher or a new one?
And a high drive to right field. Right fielder going back, looking up, it's gone. Ryan Vandenbrink with an opposite field shot to right field, and the Crabs lead it 2-0. Attaboy, Ryan Vandenbrink. And as you can hear, quite a few Crabs fans sitting around me. A lot of Crabs fans here in the park in general. It's been great to see the whole series. A lot of Crabs representation here in the stands. But Vandenbrink with a solo shot to opposite field to make it 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. Jason Areola steps in, takes a called strike, 0-1. And up high, 1-1. One in there for a called strike, 1-2. Two high and outside, 2-2. Two pitch up high, count goes full, 3-2. Vandenbrink's home run, 3rd home run for the Crabs in this series. Jamie Mullen and Jaden Shabry homered on Tuesday. 3-2, outside ball 4, so Ariola works the walk. One on first, it's 1 out. That'll bring in Daniel Osborne. Osborne in there for a called strike, 0-1. Daniel Osborne did not like the call. Looked like it could have been inside, but again, I don't have access to the TrackMan strike zone. One fouled off to the right, now to play 0-2. And ever since we've gotten the TrackMan strike zone, I found out that I've been wrong multiple times. So I'm going to reserve my judgment here. Oh, 2 swung on it, missed strike 3. Osborne down on 3 pitches. 2 away. I'll bring in Joe Fagan. Fagan, a high chopper, left side of the infield. Shortstop coming in, on to first is in time. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the top of the 4th. But Ryan Vanderbrink with an opposite field home run, solo home run out to right field, makes it 2-0 Crabs as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg. Bottom of the 4th inning. Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 2-0. Cody Collins on the mound for his 4th inning of work. He has been great so far tonight. And he will face 5, 6, 7. Kate Campbell, Trey Martinez, and Tommy Brown. Crabs will spend the night tonight at their team hotel in Windsor. And then tomorrow morning they will get on the bus and drive about 6 hours up to Medford, Oregon, where we will take on the Medford Rogues tomorrow and Saturday. Both of those games will be at 6:35 p.m. right here at ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM, and the Crabs YouTube channel. Very excited to get up to Medford. Number one, I won't be in the stands. Sitting in the stands here in Healdsburg. Be actually up in the booth in Medford. That'll be really nice. Pitches swung on and missed. 0-1 in an air-conditioned booth at that. But I get to see our old friends, Tracy Mack and Jake Martin. Jake Martin used to be our PA announcer at the Arcata Ballpark. Tracy Mack, former board member. 0-1, inside 1-1. So great to see those guys. And the Rogues just treat us so well. It's always a blast spending time up there. It's a shame we only get to play 2 games there. It doesn't feel like enough. The 1-1 is a line shot and a diving catch by Fagan. One away. What a play by the Crab shortstop, Joe Fagan, diving to his right on a screamer and making the catch. One down. That's going to go on the end of the season highlight reel. So one away, that'll bring in Trey Martinez.
That was pretty.
Martinez in there for a called strike, 0-1. One popped up, first base side, and out of play, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch, chopped foul down the third base line towards the Prune Packer dugout, and it's still 1-2. One-two pitch, ground ball right past Collins. Shortstop Fagan gloves it onto first, 2 away. Couple of great plays here in the fourth by the Crab shortstop, Joe Fagan. First, a diving catch. A nice play coming in on a ground ball, making it look smooth. So 2 down, nobody on. I'll bring in Tommy Brown. Tommy Brown misses inside, 1-0. One-0 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. One's in the dirt, 2-1, Tommy Brown. And stands here in Healdsburg are pretty much full. All 3 games of this midweek series. Great attendance here in Healdsburg. I mean, why wouldn't it be? This team's won the championship last 5 years, in there for a called strike, 2-2, 5-6 years, and the PEL and whatever league they're in previously. A lot of winning baseball here in Healdsburg. 2-2, a fly ball out to center field. Osborne racing back, squares up, makes the catch. And that's going to do it for Healdsburg here in the bottom of the fourth. Great defense from the Crabs. They lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. We'll go back to Healdsburg, top of the 5th inning. Due up for the Crabs will be 9-1-2. Alex Harrington, Manoah Chapman, and Kyron Humphreys. First pitch to Harrington's in the dirt, 1-0. Duncan Russell out on the mound for the Prune Packers, second pitcher of the game. 1-0, a fly ball out to right field. The right fielder going back at the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. Harrington is going to cruise into second with a leadoff double. For a second, I thought that ball was going out, and I mean, if you can lift the ball out to right field, I mean, you might get it to go. But just hit off the top of the wall. So Harrington at second with nobody out. That's going to bring in Manoah Chapman. Chapman shows bunt and bunts it right in front of the pitcher, who will throw to first. One away. So a good sack bunt for Manoah Chapman, which looked a little precarious for a second because it was almost caught by Russell, the pitcher, but dropped just in front of him. And now Jeff Giacomini out to talk to the home plate umpire, and now the umpires are going to talk about it. I'm not sure exactly what this would be about. Maybe the catcher got in Manoah Chapman's way going down to first. So umpires now down the first base line having a conversation. Looked like a sack bunt right back to the pitcher. And I think they're going to stay with the call on the field. It'll be a sack bunt that moves Harrington over to third base with one out now. But Jeff Giacomini continuing his conversation with the home plate umpire. I think he wants some sort of interference call, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it. And Jacko doesn't seem too demonstrative here, but he looks unhappy. Whatever the home plate umpire told him, he definitely doesn't like it. But he's not getting too upset at the moment, but this conversation continues on.
Instead of the Marysville Giants, did you hear that? Red Tails.
All right, so the conversation's over between Jacko and the umpire there. Now with Alex Harrington standing at third with one out, Kyron Humphreys will step in. And I would just love to see Kyron Humphreys get an RBI knock here. And check swing, it looks like he went around, and the home plate umpire says he did, 0-1.
I think that's what he just said.
Kyron Humphreys, he's been great in the field, and he's been an A++ teammate. But he's struggled at the plate so far this season. 0-1, swung on and missed, 0-2. And when you're struggling at the plate, you often find yourself in an 0-2 hole. 0-2 is high and outside, 1-2. When 2 swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 away. So Harrington's still at third with 2 outs. That's going to bring in Jamie Mullen. Again, Tyler Howard was starting in the spot in the batting order that Kyron Humphreys is in right now, but he was hit on the hand, I believe, by a pitch in the first inning and exited the game. He stayed on first base. I believe he came around to score, actually, and then after that he exited the game. Pitch to Mullen in there for a called strike, 0-1. So hopefully Tyler Howard is okay. A guy we definitely need down the stretch here. I don't have any update on Kavana Suarez. He did come out of the game midway through the game yesterday. Pitches up high, 1-1. I've not heard of any injury issue. But I don't think Kavana Suarez would be catching anyway today, even if he was completely healthy. The 1-1 swung on and missed, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, check swing foul. Off to the right, still 1-2. Pitch. Ooh, just missed inside. The Prune Packers wanted that call. 2-2. Looked pretty good from back here. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice off-speed pitch from Duncan Russell. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the top of the 5th. They strand the runner at third. Crabs lead 2-0. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Sonoma County, bottom of the 5th inning. Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 2-0. Cody Collins, he has been fantastic so far. His 4 innings of work. He will face 8-9-1. Brendan Lewis, Matthew Mansberry, and Rex Watson due up for the Prune Packers.
Second base number 1, Brendan Lewis. 25 hitter anyway, 6 hitter.
Another beautiful night here in wine country. Temperature 75 degrees. A bit warm today, got up to upper 80s, but not too terrible. It's going to be pretty warm in Medford starting tomorrow. Mid to upper 90s, but pitches fouled off the plate 0-1. But a couple years ago, we were in Medford when it was 115 degrees, so I think 95 will be just fine. No one fouled off the plate again, 0-2. To pitch a high drive to left field. Left fielder looking up, and that is way gone. 2-1. Solo shot for Brendan Lewis, and that was an absolute no-doubter off the bat. I mean, I think that cleared 2 rows of houses out in left field. Probably ended up 2 or 3 streets over.
Start warming somebody up.
Let's come bring in Matthew Mansberry.
Got somebody up.
Mr. Mansberry in the dirt 1-0. Thing about the Prune Packers, and Jackson Kelly can tell you about this from his outing on Tuesday. I mean, you can hold them down for a while, but they'll make adjustments. Pitch is fouled off to the right and out of play, 1-1. I mean, Jackson Kelly was having the best outing that I had seen out of him all season. He had several Prune Packer hitters way out in front. In the 7th inning in Tuesday night's game, they made the adjustments and hit back-to-back home runs. 4 home runs in a row. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. As good as Cody Collins has been, I mean, Prune Packers can turn a game very quickly. 2-1, a high chopper to Fagan. He plays it on a short hop and on to first. 1 away. Have a day, Joe Fagan. He has made several fantastic plays at the shortstop position tonight, including a spectacular diving catch earlier.
Why was he so delayed on making that?
So that'll bring in leadoff hitter Rex Watson. Watson swing and a miss, 0-1. One swing and a miss, 0-2. Collins took a bit off of that one. Oh, 2 misses outside, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch, misses inside, 2-2. 2-2. Slow chopper down the first base line that I believe is called foul at the plate. Hit off of his foot. So we'll do it again, 2-2. Two, check swing. And they're going to say didn't go around. So pitcher's inside and past the catcher. 3-2, nobody on base. Three-two swing and a miss, strike three, 2 away. Fourth strikeout of the game for Cody Collins. That'll bring in Dane Morrow. Cody Collins with 2 outs here in the fifth has only thrown 63 pitches.
Let's go, Dan. Prune! My buddy's watching online right now. You're like, Dan!
Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Pitch, a high fly ball to right field. Humphreys, the right fielder, looking up, and this game's tied. 2-2. Prune Packers starting to turn it on here. Cody Collins has been great, but second, third time through the order. I mean, these are great hitters from very good baseball programs that have shown throughout this whole series that they can make adjustments. So Hideki Prather stepping in, pitches outside, 1-0. High and outside, 2-0. Pitch, and that's a high drive to left field. Harrington looks up, and that ball's gone. Prune Packers lead 3-2. Once they start, it is very hard to turn the faucet off. It's just something you worry about with only a 2-0 lead. I mean, it's not a matter of if, but when Prune Packer hitters start to wake up. But the good news is that the Crabs only trail 3-2. And Crabs pitching coach Matt Tomlin now out to talk to Cody Collins. 3 home runs here in the 5th inning. 3 solo homers. That's the other good news, right? I mean, 3 home runs, all coming with nobody on base, so. Here's Jake McCoy. to Jake McCoy, and that's a drive to left field, and that's going to hop off of the fence. And Jake McCoy heading into second with a double, and they are seeing Cody Collins very well now. And that's going to bring in Cade Campbell. There's some stirring in the Crabs bullpen, it looks like. They have somebody throwing. Try to find out who it is. Campbell swing and a miss, 0-1. It is Justin Dugan who's up and throwing. The one swung on and missed, 0-2. And the home plate umpire called time. And started walking away from home plate, and now Cody Collins is out to talk to the home plate umpire. They call a balk? Yeah, I think he called a balk because McCoy's now standing at third. So McCoy at third with 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Cade Campbell. Oh-2 pitch, a line drive into left field, and foul. Still 0-2. Oh-2, ground ball down the first base line, fair. Coming in to score is Jake McCoy, rounding first and heading into second with a 2-out RBI double is Campbell, and that's 4-2 Healdsburg. And Jeff Jackman, he's going to come out, and I believe Justin Dugan is going to come into this ball game. And Cody Collins had a great outing. Was pitching really well, but his great Healdsburg hitters just made the adjustment and started getting to him. So take a break. We'll go back to the studio for 60 seconds as the Crabs make the change. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg, bottom of the fifth inning. Prune Packers have a runner at second with 2 outs. They've scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the fifth. Prune Packers lead 4-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs is number 6, Justin Dugan. And he will face Trey Martinez here with 2 outs. Well, we have a moment. Let's check in and see what's going on in that Medford-Lincoln game. Top of the 4th inning, they are tied at 1 up at Harry and David Field. Important game for the Crabs to scoreboard watch here. Both the Rogues and the Potters are behind the Crabs in the standings. Crabs are a couple of games up at the moment. But I think if you're the Crabs, you want Lincoln to win that game because Medford's in 3rd. Lincoln's in 4th at the moment. So Martinez stepping in and fouls it off, 0-1. A 1, and that's a high drive out to left field. Harrington looking up, and it's off the fence. 1 run's going to come in to score, and it's 5-2 Healdsburg. Once they start hitting the ball, it just seems to never end. 5-2 now. All 5 runs coming here in the bottom of the 5th. Tommy Brown stepping in, runner at second, still 2 outs. When you elevate the ball here at Recreation Park, it's going to go pretty far. It's popped up foul, now to play off to the right, 0-1. Again, warm, dry air here in Healdsburg. Ball just carries more than it does at the Arcata Ballpark, where in the summer at night you often get that marine layer, and fog and mist kind of deadens the ball a little bit. 0-1 low, 1-1. In there for a called strike, and it's 1-2.
All right, well, we need an out. We really need an out.
Ground ball up the middle and past Joe Fagan into center field for a base hit. Martinez comes around to score, and it's 6-2 Healdsburg. Continue to move the line along. 6-run bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring in Brendan Lewis. And this is what you were afraid of, right? When does the Healdsburg Prune Packer offense wake up? And they have here in the 5th. So Lewis high and outside, the back throw to first by Areola. It's not in time. It's 1-0. Ground ball right to Jamie Mullen at third, on to first. And finally, that's going to do it. for the Prune Packers here in the bottom of the fifth. They get 6 runs. Pack lead 6-2 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Wine Country. Top of the 6th inning. Crabs now trail the Prune Packers by a score of 6-2 after they got 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 up for the Crabs. It will be Adam Enyart, followed by Ryan Vandenbrink and Jason Arriola. And still Duncan Russell out on the mound for the Prune Packers. All right, now time for the Crabs offense to punch back. Enyart, ground ball to the right side, picked up by the second baseman, Lewis, on the first, one away. And that's going to bring in Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink in the dirt 1-0. No pitch in there for a called strike, 1-1. One swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch shatters the bat and lined right to the third baseman Campbell, 2 away. Bat ended up almost at third base, just at the cut of the grass. So 2 away. I'll bring in Jason Arriola. And that's popped up down the right field line and out of play, 0-1. A 1 line drive that's going to get into center field for a base hit. And it's kicked away from the center fielder, and Arriola is going to get into second. The center fielder, Rex Watson, just booted it out there.
Do a double. Good job.
And so imagine that's going to be a single and an error on the center fielder, Rex Watson.
They were lollygagging.
So the scoring is done by the home team, so we'll see what the official score here says. Pitch to Osborne's in the dirt. He checked his swing and didn't go. 1-0. They haven't put an error on the scoreboard yet, so maybe that was just a straight double. But I think that was a pretty clear error out there by the Prune Packer center fielder. Misplayed it, allowing Areola to go to second. Pitches outside 2-0. And in there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, the stat system here has it as an error. A single and an error on the center fielder. They just haven't put it on the scoreboard yet. 2-1, low and inside, 3-1. Through one, swing and a miss. Count goes full 3-2. Two, fouled off to the right net of play. We'll do it again. 3-2. Swung on and missed. And it gets away from the catcher to throw down to first to complete the play. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the top of the 6th inning. Crabs trail 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg. Bottom of the 6th inning. Prune Packers lead the Crabs by a score of 6-2. And the new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs is Eli Fogelman. And he will face 9-1-2 Matthew Mansberry, Rex Watson, and Dane Morrow. While we have a moment, let's do another check around Major League Baseball. Rockies lead the Giants 2-1. That game's in the bottom of the 4th. Just to the south of us in San Francisco. The West Sacramento A's lost to the Detroit Tigers earlier today in Detroit. (4-1). The Angels and the Rangers are tied at 6, top of the 9th in Arlington, Texas. D-backs and the Padres 1-1 going to the top of the 5th down in San Diego. All right, Mansberry stepping in. Mansberry, soft liner just over the head of the second baseman Chapman. He's going to get into right field for a base hit. And I don't know if that was booted out there, but getting into second is Mansberry. So Kyron Humphreys just didn't get to it in time, and Mansberry legged out a double, looked like. So Rex Watson will step in. And line past the first baseman into right field for a base hit. Mansberry is going to get the stop sign around third. So single for Watson. It'll be first and third with nobody out. And that's going to bring in Dane Morrow. Fortunately, getting some deja vu here in Healdsburg. Prune Packers just turning it on and starting to pull away. And low and inside, 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-1. Runner goes, 2-1 pitches in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, and coming in to score is Mansberry. It's 7-2.
Go off his foot, I think. Go off his foot.
Down to second is Watson. He was going on the pitch.
Bounce off his foot?
So runner at second with nobody out, a run in. 3-1 count on Dane Morrow. Vogelman steps off. One swung on, and Morrow lost his bat on the swing. So it's 3-2. Bat went just right behind the plate near the backstop. Glad Ariola didn't get nailed. Two swung on and missed strike three, one away. Big strikeout for Vogelman. That's going to bring in Hideki Prather. Last game of the series here for the Crabs in the regular season, but Crabs are a few games ahead of the Rogues in second place. Crabs hold on to second place, assuming the Prune Packers hold on to first place. They will be right back here at the end of the month. Might not be the last time we see Recreation Park. Pitch is low and outside, 1-0. In the dirt, gets past the catcher Ariola and throw over to third, but Watson's in there standing. Runner at third with one out. Crabs infield in at the grass all the way around. Two-0 line drive into left field. That's going to split the outfielders and head to the fence. Coming in to score is Watson. And not stopping at second. He's headed for third as Prather. He gets down. He's safe. RBI triple. It's 8-2. And also another reminder that this is not the last the Crabs will see of the Prune Packers this regular season. Prune Packers will make a trip up to Arcata next weekend for a two-game series. McCoy steps in, or no, it's Zane Kelly, and he takes a strike 0-1. When Kelly swung on and missed 0-2. Low and outside, 1-2. This Prune Packer team is very good, very comfortable here at home. But I think when they come up to Arcata, the environment is going to be very different. And I think our great Crab fans will try to make things as uncomfortable for these Prune Packers as possible and might get a game or two back up in Arcata. Pitch is fouled back, 1-2. So to all the hecklers at the Arcata ballpark, we're going to need you on your best game when the Prune Packers are in town. As Tamara next to me is saying, there's zero heckling here in Healdsburg, or really anywhere else we go on the road. 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 away. There's no heckling that I could hear in Lincoln, none in Medford from past years we've been there. Definitely part of what makes the Arcata ballpark so special. The band and the hecklers. Right, Kate Campbell will step in. Campbell swung on and missed, 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's 1-1. 1-1, ground ball right to the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. On to first, and that's going to do it for the Prune Packers here in the sixth, but they add on with 2 more runs. Healdsburg leads 8-2 as we head to the top of the seventh. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Top of the seventh inning here at Recreation Park in Healdsburg. Well, the Crabs had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the fifth, and then Prune Packers have scored 8 unanswered. They lead 8-2. Mason Lerma, the new pitcher, on the mound for the Prune Packers. And he will face 8-9-1 for the Crabs, Joe Fagan, Alex Harrington, and Manoah Chapman. You can see how things are going in that Lincoln-Medford game. It is the bottom of the fifth at Harry and David Field in Medford. The Lincoln Potters lead the Medford Rogues 2-1 up at Harry and David Field. And it's a good thing for the Crabs. Rogues sit in third place. Potters in fourth, so it's good for the Crabs if Lincoln can pull out that win there. Of course, Crabs will stay the night tonight here in Sonoma County. Tomorrow morning, we'll make the 6-hour drive up to Medford, Oregon, where we will be live from Harry and David Field at 6:35 p.m. tomorrow. And then back same time, 6:35 on Saturday. Only a 2-game series. Pretty unusual that only play Friday and Saturday and have a Sunday off in the middle of the season, but it's the way the schedule's worked out. Definitely looking forward to getting up to Medford.
Okay, Crabos, let's go.
So Fagan stepping in and takes inside 1-0. Pitch, and therefore called strike 1-1. High fly ball center field. Center fielder going back a couple of steps. Watson, he'll make the catch. 1 away. And that's going to bring in Alex Harrington. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. And therefore a called strike, and it's 0-2. Misses outside, And it's 1-2. One-two pitch, grounded, fouled on the third base line. We'll do it again, 1-2. One-two pitch, just misses inside. And it's 2-2. Two, high and inside. Count goes full, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Grounder right to the Prune Packer shortstop. On to first and in time. Oh man. It looked like Alex Harrington had beaten that out. He's not happy with the call, and neither are all the Crab fans sitting around me. It's pretty close. He's called out at first. 2 away. No replay here in the Pacific Empire League, at least not yet. Manoa Chapman stepping in. Check swing, called strike anyway, 0-1. A 1 tapped foul down the third base line, 0-2. Check swing again. I don't think he went. Check down to first. First base umpire says he didn't go. 1-2. One-two pitch, called, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the 7th. Crabs trail 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt ESPN 107.3 FM. I'll go back to Healdsburg. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. He's wearing number 33. And there's no 33 on the lineup card. And I believe there's no 33 on the Crabs roster. I'm just going to double check. No 33 on the roster. So I have no idea who this is. Well, good thing I'm not doing stats tonight. Okay, well. All right, so Trey Martinez stepping in. I'm going to have Tamara go down and ask who this is because I have no idea. Pitches up high, 1-0. Again, there's no 33 on the lineup card, which all the players should be on the lineup card. And there's no 33 on the roster, so wasn't informed of any new players joining the team. Swung on and missed 1-1. Oh, it's Antonio Nordman. Okay, he's wearing a different number. So Antonio Nordman on the mound for the Crabs. Big thanks to Tamara for getting that information for me. So the pitch from Antonio Nordman swung on and missed 1-2. One, two in the dirt, gets past the catcher, 2-2. Up high, 3-2. Two swung on and missed. Strike three, 1 away. So good start. He's outing for Nordman. So that's going to bring in Matthew Ossenfort, who's pinch hitting. I believe he started the last 2 games in this series. Ossenfort right over the head of Nordman and into center field for a base hit. It's a 1-out single. I'll bring in Brendan Lewis. Lewis and tried to hold up his swing, but he definitely went around. 0-1. One lone inside, 1-1. 1-1 pitch popped up down the right field line. Kyron Humphreys racing in towards the line. It's going to drop in front of him. Then bobbles it a little bit, but no further advance. So Austin Fort will stop at second. The first and second with one out. I'll bring in Matthew Mansberry. Fouled off to the right, 0-1. The stats, whoever's doing the stats here in Healdsburg has Antonio Nordman and his John Doe. I mean, to be fair to them, I mean, they're going off of the lineup card in the roster, which there's no 33. Again, that score bug you're seeing on the screen is from the home stats system, so I am not running that. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. One pitch, fly ball to right field. Vandenbrink going out now in foul territory and reaches out and believe it was dropped. It's a tough play. Vandenbrink going out with his back completely turned to home plate and Kyron Humphreys racing in. So just a foul ball. 1-2 now on Mansberry.
You do not talk to the fans, huh? This is Krabs, right?
He's on the radio.
I know he is. That's why I'm saying hello, Dan.
1-2, fouled off to the right. It's still 1-2. One, two, just outside, and it's 2-2. Two fouled off to the right again. We'll do it over 2-2. Two in the dirt. Check swing, he definitely didn't go. 3-2. Ground ball to the left side. Glove by Mullen on to second for one. On to first. In time, double play. Big double play turned by the Crabs here in the bottom of the 7th. Prune Packers lead 8-2 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Tune in to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Sonoma County, top of the 8th inning. Prune Packers lead the Crabs by a score of 8-2. And checking to see who's on the mound. We have a new pitcher. It is number 33. Cavanasaurus will lead it off. He'll pinch hit. That's a really good sign. I know Matt Filar was asking me if Cavanasaurus is okay. Here's your answer. On the mound is Peter Storhan. And a ball to Suarez, 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. One is low, 2-1. Low and outside, 3-1. High pop fly into left center field. It's going to be center fielder Watson to make the catch, one away. And that'll bring in Jamie Mullen.
Still got his favorite pants. He won't take new ones. They've asked him. Nope. These are mine. They've offered it.
Mr. Mullen low and outside, 1-0.
I guess they're lucky pants. I don't know.
A line shot out to left field. Left fielder looking up
Foul.
and foul.
But it was over the fence.
A long strike over the fence into the
Didn't do it.
residential neighborhood. He hit one out there on Tuesday, but that time it was fair. Solo homer.
And he hits it a lot.
Almost had one here again. It's 1-1.
Good.
1-1. High inside 2-1.
Putting in stats. But
2-1 line drive. It's going to get down into left field for a base hit. And Jamie Mullen with a 1-out single.
Adam! 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 That's for Bo. Boom. That's what Boom does every time. She finally got a signed ball. That's immediate.
Adam Enyart now stepping in. Shenyard swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, 1 fouled off to the right and out of play 0-2.
Go Adam!
0-2, line shot right over the head of Jamie Mullen, who's now headed to second. He stops and heads back to second base. And Adam Enyart with a 1-out single. Almost took Jamie Mullen's head off. So first and second with 1 out. Now we'll bring in Ryan Vandenbrink, and Trey Martinez will go out to talk to Storhan, the pitcher. Give me a moment to let you know that the weekend of July 25th, Crabs will be having their Alumni Fest and Parents Weekend, which is one of the most fun days of the entire season. You have the Alumni BP, a lot of the former Crabs players come in and take batting practice. There's a dinner for everybody. So if you are a Crabs alumni or a family of a current Crabs player, you should go RSVP at crabsalumni@gmail.com. crabsalumni@gmail.com if you are interested in being a part of the alumni and family festivities weekend of July 25th. Always a really fun time. Always look forward to that. Pitch is outside 1-0. I believe that same day also is the Crabs golf tournament that Jeff Giacomini likes to put on. 1-0. This is outside 2-0. So full day. Could do some golf and come back to the ballpark if you're a former Crab. Take part in alumni batting practice. And Jeff Giacomini always takes part, and he can still do it. 2-0 is high and inside 3-0. Every time I watch Jacko and Alumni BP, I think he's still got it. Hits a few pretty far. .30 in there for a called strike, 3-1. One swing and a miss. Count goes full 3-2. 3-2 pitch swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. The first and second with 2 outs. That's going to bring in Jason Arriola.
Jason Arriola.
Pitch to Arriola, inside 1-0. Fly ball down the left field line. Left fielder racing over. Now deep into foul territory. It's out of play. 1-1. One's in the dirt, and it's 2-1. And there for a called strike, it's 2-2. By the way, the golf tournament will start at 9 a.m. on July 25th. Email crabs.manager@gmail.com if you are interested in participating in that. 2-2 is popped up in the infield, right in front of second base. The shortstop, Mansbury, will make the catch. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the top of the 8th. Prune Packers lead 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Go back, bottom of the 8th inning. Prune Packers lead the Crabs by a score of 8-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. It is number 26, Cooper Olson. And Olson will face the top 3 in Prune Packers order. Will be Rex Watson, Dane Morrow, and Hideki Prather. Game where Crabs were on top for first 4.5 innings, and then bottom of the 5th, Packers got 6, and they've been in control ever since. Series that they have thoroughly dominated. Again, next weekend, you'll want to be at the Arcata Ballpark when these Prune Packers come up to Arcata. So this is a team that plays very well at home in front of their home fans, but I think at the Arcata Ballpark, hopefully things might go a little bit different. Much different environment. I mean, they seemed pretty uncomfortable last year, especially game 1 of that BEL championship. So we're going to need all of our fans out there. As Watson steps in. And we will be in Medford, Oregon, tomorrow and Saturday. Mr. Watson swung on and foul tipped, and I think that got a piece of the home plate umpire. He's taking a little bit of a walk. Back tomorrow at 6:35 from Harry and David Field in Medford. And Saturday, same time. And the Crabs will drive home after the game Saturday. They'll have Sunday and Monday off. And then Tuesday, back at home for another 7 games in 6 days next week, starting with the West Coast Kings. West Coast Kings will be in town Tuesday to Friday. Then, of course, as I mentioned, Prune Packers Saturday and Sunday next week. 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. And that West Coast Kings series includes a doubleheader next Wednesday. That will be the final doubleheader of the season. One, just misses inside, 2-1. And pitches low, 3-1. Pitch, ground ball to the right side. Coming in is Chapman. Glove it, throw to first. 1 away.
Now that University of Houston, number 13, Will Manley.
We have a pinch hitter. It is Will Van Wee. I believe pinch hit on Tuesday. Slow breaking ball outside, 1-0. No pitch. A shot right to Jamie Mullen, 2 away. And that'll bring in Hideki Prather. Pitch to Prather is in the dirt, 1-0. Is swung on and missed, 1-1. Soft liner caught by Manoah Chapman. What a great play. Jumping up and making the catch. And that's going to do it for the Prune Packers here in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 8-2 as we head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Crabs to avoid getting swept here in Healdsburg. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Healdsburg, top of the 9th inning. Prune Packers lead the Crabs 8-2.
A quick stop in Arcata.
And new pitcher on the mound for the Prune Packers. It is number 18, Simon Lemke. Do it for the Crabs. It will be bottom of the order, starting with Gene Chabry, who is pinch hitting for Daniel Osborne. 2-run shot on Tuesday's first home run in the Crabs uniform. Will be followed by Joe Fagan and Alex Harrington. Barring a huge comeback here for the Crabs, it's been a tough series. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher, Lemke. On to first, one away. One pitch, one out. I'll bring in Joe Fagan. The Prune Packers have dominated 95% of this series. I mean, the longest the Crabs had a lead in this series was from the start of this game until the bottom of the 5th. Then the Prune Packers put up 6 runs. In there for a called strike, 0-1. And again, the way things look in the standings right now, the Crabs might be back here at Recreation Park at the end of the month. A high pop fly to right field. It's going to be in shallow right field. The second baseman, Lewis, making the catch. 2 away. Crabs down to their last out, and that'll bring in Alex Harrington. Pitch to Harrington, fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder racing over. It's going to fall fair. Harrington with a 2-out single. Crabs still down to their final out. That's going to bring in Manoah Chapman. Chapman, fly ball out of play off to the right, 0-1. Fly ball to the right and out of play again, 0-2. Crabs down to their final strike. To pitch up high, and it's 1-2. Two way up high, and it's 2-2. The pitch swung on a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game. So the Crabs fall to the Prune Packers by a score of 8-2. They get swept here in Healdsburg in a series that never was really close at any point. Prune Packers, they can hit the ball. They have a lot of talent, but we will see them next weekend at the Arcata Ballpark. So it for us here in Healdsburg. On behalf of myself, Liam Warner, Elliot back in the studio. Big thanks to him for running the board for us. We will be back tomorrow, but this time from Medford, Oregon, as the Crabs take on the Medford Rogues tomorrow night at 6:35 p.m. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. Have a great night. This has been Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM.